Hey friends, let's talk about what's in my everyday carry. Today I am using the Vanquest Trident 21. It's a kind of a burly, I went multicam black. I'm gonna talk you through the nooks and crannies of this bag as well as what's in it. I like this bag quite a lot. I've been using this maybe for about 2 weeks now. It's got camera capabilities, got a little issue with my laptop, gonna talk to you through it. But let's start at the exterior. Very burly, this is like military looking in a lot of different ways. You got all the MOLLE, everything inside's like hook and loop for concealed carry type stuff. This is an extremely capable bag from its exterior, from the rugged point of view. DWR treated 500D Cordura with 1000D Cordura on bottom areas and stuff like that. I have had zero issues with the burliness, the ruggedness, I like bags that feel like that, right? You could just do life with them. Really kind of a burly, hard sort of feeling to the carry of it. Like it's just like a block on your back. Obviously I've got my laptop right here up against the back, so that's contributing to that a lot, as does these huge, thick, burly, massive fucking words failed me on that one, so I just went with sound effects because I have the right to do so. I'm an independent creator. You can do a little hip strap through here. When I put it on, I feel like I should probably be doing something more important. I should probably be on a medical search and rescue kind of team of some kind, but really I'm just going to a smoothie shop to do email. That said, it is kind of nice because you get this massive distance between you and the back panel, so you get some good airflow there. Nice straps. I dig these, perfect kind of density, nice little contour, all sorts of little straps and things you can hook in. You can unclip this and then clip it around the table that you're staying at or something like that, and just have a tiny little theft deterrent. Really like this handle on the top. You notice this because it's gushy, super gushy handle. Tactilely it's almost cheap feeling. I wonder if it burns out easily. If this does, the exterior and this does not have the burliness that this has, but it is quite nice to get that soft gushiness right when you lift up the bag. It's perfectly balanced. Okay, so exteriors, burliness, the YKK zips are lockable, big chunky zip pulls. I'll tell you more about those in a second. Solid upfront organization, big dimension in these. Got maybe 2 inches, inch and a half. Okay, chunk on the top, big chunk on the bottom. You've got this thing on the outside of the bottom, which has the ability to lock your zips up top. Maybe if you're putting, I don't know. That's just a little overkill for me. You can see over here, there's one of the same kind of thing where you can lock your zip so it won't go down or it won't come up past a spot, but they have a little elastic bit in here that keeps that back. Quite a strappy bag. Talking about that in a second. This front panel though, I basically never use. I keep the zips below here. You do have a nice ability. Again, might as well just hit this now. Lots of great little design use details. The fact that I can get my finger up underneath this thing to pin that shut, to button that closed, that's a really big deal. If you've ever been in buttoning something and you don't have that, that's just classic, straight up best practices soft goods, okay? Same thing with over on any zipper, like here. You've got a tab that allows you to hold that when you zip this open or closed, right? Basic, classic, soft goods best practices. They're using a little Hypalon here. Perfect, minimal approach to usability moments that you like. I'm impressed with this Vanquest stuff. I keep wanting to call them Vanguard which is a mutual fund that is apparently highly recommended to invest in. I have no association with them. Okay, let's hit this bottom panel. I don't have anything in this front bit. You can see we open this all the way. You've got Velcro right here, which now this, the Velcro, I'm off Velcro for stuff like this. I got a pair of pants recently. I had Velcro on the back pocket, which I use a lot, like to throw my phone in. And just Velcro just doesn't feel good on the hands. I don't know. I feel like we could go better. I don't know if you need to go magnets or something with this. But the truth is you probably don't need anything on this. Your mileage may vary on that. You've got some decent organization. Now I just threw stuff in the bottom here. I carry a USB-C like that I basically never need, but I need it if I need it kind of thing. I carry my cords for my Bluetooth headphones that allows them to plug in. Show you those in a second. I carry a spare headphone that allows me to, even when anything runs out of batteries or whatever. And then a USB micro. Sennheiser PXC550ii, still my preferred, because I've never needed to update or upgrade them. I throw all of this here in the bottom because I almost never use those cables, and then that goes right on top. So relatively padded and protected. I don't need an extra pouch for those headphones there. I've got a little battery in here from Nimble, which recycle lots of batteries. I've got a credit card and like a business credit card and you know, some cash. This is like all the cash that I have in the world, so don't tell my son where that is. You've got lots of little nooks and crannies. Honestly, I travel with one notebook and I keep my pen in there, my index cards, and this is just like from a workshop. If you have favorite notebook and or pen, holler at me in the comments of this video. I'm putting together a little bit of a comparison video. I definitely have some opinions. Then this top pocket, smaller. You've got this like elastic thing that's removable up top in case you need it. Similar sort of, you know, this one's zippered, not Velcro. This is a good place potentially to be hiding those, but it makes the bag a little bit bulky up here, and this is my quick access. I am using this all the time. Got some de-stress gummies from ASYSTEM, link to them below. I actually dig this. Kind of a nice little form factor for like a, ooh, look at you, okay, hi. I'll de-stress anytime I want, you know what I mean? It's just like, just de-stress it. The choice of a new generation. I keep a little Hydrate in here from Mantra Labs. I like these quite a bit. They have Rise, Go, and Rest, which are like sort of time sensitive in your day. When you wake up, middle of the day, we need a little bump. And then when you go to bed, I've kind of moved more towards these Hydrates. The Rest is great when you're traveling, for example, because it has some melatonin in it. I like these little things where you're putting good stuff in your water. A lot of the water that we're drinking has been stripped from a lot, I mean, the land we live on has been stripped from a lot of the minerals. Like people who own land have to put like mineral feeds for the wild animals on their, I got to spend some time with Ted Nugent. I learned a lot about mineral feeds for animals. Hydrate, I like, link to that below, and anything else that I'm showing off below. Roav Eyewear, this is like, I kind of don't wear sunglasses very often, but when I do, this is a really silly look for me. However, I love the lenses, and I love that it folds into this little case. So for carrying in my bag, for having a spare sort of, you know, steampunk costume wherever I go, super minimal, and they've been really durable, and the lenses I actually like a lot. I carry a pair of earplugs and my AirPods Pro. These are still basically my go-to. They fall out of my ears when I get sweaty enough. I don't use these when I work out. I use the Jabra 65T, like the most affordable, reliable in my research. But these are, if you're in the Apple ecosystem, these are just tits on a Ritz and just regular old earplugs. You can see this elastic, big chunky elastic, which I actually quite like. This is the PS Style Leatherman, which is TSA approved, because you don't want to like have something in there that you kind of forgot and then you're just like, oh good, I just lost my knife. Then I have a PAX Era vaporizer and another little chunk of cash. This has a little pouch behind. I could use this to segment gear out. I've liked this pocket as my quick access right here on the top of the bag. Easy to get in and out of, right? Nice zipper throw. And I've got my quickies right there. Now, this bag has camera capabilities, okay? See this in here? I'm opening to my camera, some side access that you have on the body. I'll show you that in a second. Sometimes the zip is a little less smooth around those corners than I want it to be. On this side, you also have a similar shaped panel, but it is just to like, looks like I stashed the sternum strap in here, which has a little whistle on it. I haven't used the sternum strap on this because it actually, the contoured straps I haven't needed. And I have not used this pocket at all. I have, on the other hand, used this water bottle pocket, which zips up and has a little elastic business here. You just got a little bit of a tightness getting in there, and it's not like quite like this water bottle has a taper to it. So you're gonna have a little bit of falling out. That's where the elastic thing comes in handy. So on those camera capabilities, we've got enough padding, like gentle padding around the bag. It's still, if you don't have this thing packed out, it doesn't have that like rocket pack, nomadic peak design kind of thing where it's always gonna be the same shape. There's a bunch of structure and there is padding, especially here on the bottom and stuff. So as far as camera goes, it's pretty protected from the elements on the outside. Some of you may want more, I don't know, but I have liked this side access. You can access this on body, so you come around whichever side this is. I don't really deal with that. I keep my EOS R24-105 in there and my Rode Smart Mic. Let me pull this back, get a little more visibility. I use 2 of these Velcro things. It comes with 3, and I just need a chunk here to throw my camera and microphone in. Then this whole panel is potential for either tablet or, you know what it is. Comment if you know what it is, right? This I could fit my laptop in, but I'm oftentimes accessing my laptop without getting to my camera. I don't want to do this side zip thing unless I'm getting my camera. If I'm getting the stuff up top, I'm just zipping the top panel here. There's also some Velcro containers back in here. Okay, so a little delimiter right there. So you've got lots of potential for really organizing this however you want. And I go just one chunk right there. Like I said, it comes with 3 of these things, and I just put 2 there because they're not like the thickest, meatiest thing. But I've used this probably for 2 weeks, rucking around like crazy. I set this up one time, it's never come off. You also have a little zipper thing here on the door. That's where I would put an extra battery. I almost always am just coming in like this to grab whatever I've got. Here's what I've got in here. My spare hard drive, which is what I do all my editing on. I've got my, this pouch is from Moment. It's a little hape pouch, little tobacco ceremony pouch basically. And then I use this Trakke pouch open like this just to delimit so that I can put my, basically I'm only ever putting this in there. This is my Rav Power charger. Absolutely love this thing. GAN, G-A-N, 2 USB-Cs, and I believe this is a 100-watt power delivery. So it powers my laptop or supercharges my phone. I have a big, long USB-C plugged into it, and then a big, long USB-C to Lightning. Okay, and this is, when I travel, when I go anywhere, this is basically the only charger I take with me. I can even plug it into my camera. Like this is the smallest form factor I've found that still works righteously. And I, again, just put that in here to keep it from falling down any nooks and crannies in the bag. So it's just a taco. So this comes down to there and down all the way to there. Easy to set this up however you want. Lots of extensibility, lots of customization. I will show you right here in the corner. Can you see this? Right there is one, and then another one up here for a bladder if you put a bladder in this back sort of thing, a water bladder, you can have that hose coming from either side. Okay, then finally on the back panel, we have this laptop compartment, which is great. Super solid padding, protected. It's not padding, it's like a hard shell. This 16-inch laptop is like right there. I have to do a little movement to get it up and out. Honestly, most of the time it's been fine. This is a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Goes in really nice, but I've got that top corner. When I first realized that, I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to use this. But let's try it out. And honestly, I don't like little interactions with that. And overall, the bag has been so good to use in general that that's not that big of a concern. It just hasn't been that big. Do you see that? You just get used to however your mode of doing it. And I think you can I think the bag's kind of stretching a little bit around it. But if I wanted to, I could easily fit that laptop without any scriggling and biggling right there, except for this big panel. I have to zip it open quite a lot to get it out. And if I did, I'd get it out really easy. But to be honest, I just dealt with the back panel. It's fine. It was fine. And if any of you have a smaller than a 16-inch laptop, you're gonna be stoked. Okay, so here is my shit. There's everything, okay? That's what I'm carrying. This is what I've been carrying it in. Any questions? Holler at me in the comments. I will link to everything below that I've mentioned here. And while you're here, if you wanna compare this bag, which has become a little, like this goes on my list at matterful.co, okay? Matterful.co, the stuff that matters for stuff that matters. That's where I list off all my favorite everyday carry bags, my favorite daily accessories, my favorite travel bags, all the kind of stuff that I have geeked out about for the last like 5 to 7 years, basically. Longer than that, but that's how long I've been doing the channel. Okay? Thanks for watching. While you're at matterful.co, get on the email list because that's where we do giveaways. When we cross thresholds of subscribers on this channel. So subscribe here, get on the email list at matterful.co because that enters you to win automatically when we do our next giveaway. Free gear from companies like this. Shout out to Vanquest. They do good. They're doing good work. Check out their bags. Link below to this one and everything else. And I'll be back, I'll be back next week with something else that's interesting. Pens and notebooks. If you got, opinions on those, holler in the comments. Bye-bye.